told you long ago on a road. Hey, what's up, guys? Little Funk XO back at it again, and you haven't seen me in a while. That's a lie. I guess you saw me like a month ago in that video. But today, you haven't seen this one in a while. We're doing a fantasy video. Yeah. Season's over. Championship's complete. Can't really tell anything from here. I mean, you can tell that I lost, but I wasn't in the championship. We'll get to that. I'm going to go over everybody's team and see how my predictions were at the beginning of the season. Some stuff changed. Some stuff got moved around. There were some trades that happened that I never talked about. A lot of stuff happened. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. We'll start with my team. So, I stuck with Dak Prescott at quarterback. Not a surprise. He had a pretty good season. You see his rank here was 7th. He was pretty consistent. He did lose me a game. I think he lost me a game. He had like 4 points or something really weak. Yeah, he had 2 points against Kansas City. That lost me a game. So that's, that's whatever. I mean, that happens, Kamara I stuck with. And I know it says he's ranked 8th, but he really didn't do anything impressive. Like, this 7-point game really screwed me. He had 2 really weak games at the end of the season, I had Josh Jacobs in because Aaron Jones was benched because it was week 18. Aaron Jones did really good this season. He did have that bad game against the Rams. I'm pretty sure he was hurt. My players didn't do bad. It was just, my season got killed by Kamara and Tyreek Hill. I fucking hate Tyreek Hill. Fuck this guy. Okay, this guy, fuck it. Okay? God. Look at this. 3, 4, 11, 10, and 1. What's his fantasy position ranking? 6? Bad. He's bad. If anybody had Tyreek Hill on their roster and they won a championship, fucking kudos to them, because he is bad. Justin Jefferson was one of the best trades I have ever made. This guy is insane, and I'm putting my keeper on him whenever I come to realize that he's not going to die in the offseason, because I'm kind of paranoid that he's going to die in the offseason, and then, shit, now I got my keeper on a dead guy. I know I can take it off. Shut up. Justin Jefferson was insane. I don't even remember the trade I made for him. Go back to here. Where is it? When were these? Sunday, December 5th. I think it was before December. Oh shit, I could probably go through a transaction thing, right? And just like look at his like yeah, okay. Traded for James Robinson and Allen Robinson. To fleece my boy, okay? James Robinson was doing great when I traded him, and Allen Robinson was like a comeback guy candidate. All I got was Justin Jefferson. It's not like I got anything more. George Kittle I drafted. He stayed in. Pretty good. David Montgomery I drafted. No, I picked David Montgomery up. He did pretty okay towards the end of the season. Packers D. For kickers and defense, I just floated around, Cooper did okay. I don't remember the last time I started him, though, to be honest with you. Waddle did... Sorry. I have COVID. So, that's why I'm making this video, because I have so much fucking time on my hands, even though I have a ton of work to do that I'm just putting off. But Waddle did insane. He did very good for towards the end of the season. Renfro did very good. I never started him, although I probably should have, because he put up some really consistent points here. Towards the end of the season, Ayuk I don't even know if I ever played him. He did pretty good towards the end of the season too, though. Pollard and Mitchell. Mitchell I played at least twice. Pollard never played. It was just there for depth. I had a pretty good team. It's just, Alvin Kamara and Tyreek Hill really sold at the end of the season, man. There's nothing I could do about it. I mean, Dak put up like 40 points in the divisional Yeah, he put up 26 and 35, and I couldn't do anything about it. I was just too far behind because Tyreek put up fucking like 5. It was 15 and 16. He put up 3. So yeah, that was my team. Let's take a look at whoever's team I see next. Oh, we're going. Shit, I can't click on this. We're going to Chris. Chris's team. Check out Chris's team. He was in the championship. You can see that matchup there. I'll go over that in detail a little bit later. I had Kyler Murray, consistent, good. You know, Chuba Hubbard came in for CMC. I don't know why he hold on to CMC. He's probably gonna put a keeper on him if I'm gonna be realistic with you, but I don't know. If I was him, I would put a keeper on Jamar Chase every day of the week. Oh my god, that guy is insane. Hubbard and Michelle are probably one of the worst running back duo I've seen, especially in an 8-team league. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. He had Connor, who was pretty good. A lot of touchdowns. But that's it for his running backs, really. He only has 4 on the roster. Wide receivers, insane. Chris has some insane wide receivers. Diggs, Chase, Allen, DJ Moore, Judy, and Jacoby Myers. Those are all top 20 wide receivers. Well, you can argue case for Judy. You could say 25. His wide receivers really carried him. Diggs, Chase, fucking Mark Andrews coming up at the end of the season. Had the most receiving yards from a tight end. He had like over 1,500 or something. Crazy. Bucks defense, Tyler Bass. I don't really pay attention to what people do with their defense and their kickers. But bench, you know, CMC got hurt. Sucks. DJ Moore. I mean, this is a very good bench. Connor was in Connor was a starter. You know, hey, he just had a hell of a good team. The running backs were lacking, but hey, man, if they can get it done, then they can get it done. That's all you really need to do. So what team should we look at next? Yeah, Chris was the runner-up in the league. He got 2nd. I got 4th. Chris got 2nd. Let's just get a members and go. Let's go Oliver. Oliver got 3rd. He beat me in the consolation round, so he got 3rd. I lost in the divisional round to Chris. I'll look at those later. Let's look at Oliver's team. So he had a Josh Allen, pretty good. I mean, look, he was ranked number 1 at this position. Eckler, who was damn good. Javonte Williams was pretty decent. He had Cordero Patterson, who I would have definitely started over Austin Eckler. He had some bum-ass... Why do you have Russell Gage in? What was Russell Gage's point total? He had 28 in the last game. That's pretty damn good. 8 and 5 is not. And 23, 22, 18. He's done pretty damn good, man. Thielen was on IR. He had Brady. He had the 1 and 2 quarterbacks, which is something. He had Goddard. He had a lot of good tight ends. He had Hawkinson and Goddard. That's pretty rare. Jones, Cards defense, you know, the bench isn't something to write home about, but he had a good team and he beat me, so I'll give it to him. We don't need to look at that game yet. So, yeah, Oliver's team was pretty good. Finished 3rd. Yeah, he was pretty good. Let's look at Seth. Seth finished 7th, I think, or 8th. 7th. I don't know. One or the other. It wasn't good. I put his team together most of the time, and I kind of forgot to put it together anymore. As you can see, he's got the Antonio Brown. He's got 2 tight ends in, which is rare. You don't really see the 2 tight ends set. He got Hurts at quarterback, who's pretty good. Nixon, who was pretty damn good. Harris, who was pretty damn good. Samuel, who barely played. Tony, who barely played. Freiermuth, who was pretty good. Thomas, who barely played. Browns defense, Justin Tucker. Pat Mahomes, oh my god, he's on the bench. D-Hop was hurt. Edwards-Helaire isn't good. Gronk. Hey, I mean, if anything, he had one of the best tight end rooms in the league. Younghoe Koo, sick kicker room, AB. And AJ Green's pretty good this season. Didn't get hurt. Seth's team was pretty bad, but he'll have the 2nd overall pick in next year's draft, and he'll probably have, I'd say Joe Mixon is who he's gonna put his keeper on. I'm gonna make sure he pays attention next year. I mean, it's more fun when everybody's playing, you know. So So yeah, Seth's team was pretty bad, but hey, there's always next year. So let's go to Blaine's team. Blaine's team finished out pretty strong. He finished 5-9, good for sixth, third worst. You know. He had Derek Carr at quarterback at the end of the season. I don't know if that's who he was running all season. I think he surfed quarterbacks, which is pretty rare to see. But he did it, and it worked. I mean, you don't have. It's an 8-team league. You don't have to have a quarterback on your roster. He got D Swift, pretty good. Saquon, who was not very good. He had James Robinson, who we saw earlier. I traded to him. He had Antonio Gibson. He had a pretty good running back room. I mean, Derrick Henry, he did not draft. He picked him up because Oliver dropped him. He's going to put his keeper on him. Very smart play by Blaine. Blaine makes those once in a while. He'll just, just like see something and just be like, "Ooh, got it!" And it's like, "Damn, Blaine, that was actually really smart, and that wasn't really dumb." And he did it. He's got a great guy to put a keeper on. I don't know who else he'd put a keeper on. Debo or Damonte probably, but Davante's what, 29? It's not gonna tell me. And Debo, I don't know. I don't know that he knocks on Debo. Insane wide receiver room. Debo and Damonte, crazy good players. Darren Waller is really good. He got hurt towards the middle of the season. Rough patch for him. I don't know who he had at tight end. Probably Dawson Knox. Antonio Gibson kind of came back towards the end of the season. He was very, murky, but hey, if you get it, you get it. Washington D. Nick Folk, the GOAT. How is he number 2 kicker? I wonder who the number 1 kicker was. Was it Butker? It might have been Butker. Or like Jason Sanders. I wasn't Boswell. I already checked him. I don't know. James Robinson didn't play much towards the end of the season. Kind of got robbed. And I hate to say it. I feel like they're going to play Travis Etienne over him more. James Robinson's getting dogged, dude. It's so good. Put him on a real team. Darnell Mooney's a guy. Dawson Knox is pretty good. Madison is good when he plays. Devontae Smith was pretty solid. Tyler Boyd was pretty good. Where's defense, Blaine's team was pretty good. And he'll get the 3rd overall pick, and he'll get his keeper on Derrick Henry. Blaine might have the best running back duo next year. What other teams might put keepers on their running backs? Oliver might put his on Eckler. I'm putting mine on Jefferson. Kyler should put his on Najee. But I have a feeling he's going to put his on Cooper Kupp. Let's look. Oh, I'm spoiling it. You didn't see that. Y'all didn't see that. Let's go here. Let's go Todd's team. Todd! Well, not Todd's team anymore. He got removed as manager. I don't know if you're watching this, Todd, but you don't care. He had a pretty damn good team. He went 6-8, and his lineup was never set. So I think that's a win. This team's getting given to somebody else. You'll hear about that when I do like a thing before the draft, maybe. I guess. I don't know. But he had Justin Herbert, pretty damn good. Kareem Hunt, A.J. Dillon. Wide receivers are pretty good. Mike Evans and Deontay Johnson and Brandon Cooks. He had Chase McLaughlin, who's really bad. He had Jay Taylor. That's who he had, was Jonathan Taylor. Whoever's getting his team is definitely putting a keeper on him. You can look at the rest of these guys. Pittman was okay. Yeah, Todd's team. It did pretty good for being a team of players that I picked up for him. So, yeah. Let's just go here. This is where I meant to go earlier. Who have we not looked at? We're leaving Kyler for the end. Yeah, that just leaves. This team doesn't have a manager. So this one is also getting given to somebody else. Pretty good team. Lot of talent. Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook, Miles Sanders, A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Kyle Pitts. This lineup looks like it was set at some point. OBJ! Chase Claypool, Calvin Ridley. Pretty good team. A lot of talent. This team probably could have done something, but I digress. Let's go look at Kyler's. just, man, I just don't know. Yeah, here's your champion. He had Cooper Kupp, and that's really all I needed to say. He had Cooper Kupp, he had Najee Harris, and he had Kelsey. It was kind of over at that point. Kyler didn't lose a single game after week 4 or 5. I think it was week 5. He lost to like me, I think, and did not lose another game. Was it week 5? Or no, he lost to Todd. He lost to Todd in week 5, and then he did not lose another game. So yeah, that was everybody's team. I just don't. I just wanted to have. Sorry. That was everybody's team. Let's take a look at the playoffs. Shall we? Can I do this without looking? I don't have to. Yeah, I do. I should. Okay, well, I almost did without looking. Let's look at this. Playoffs week 1. I played Chris. Kyler played Oliver. Oliver got fucking creamed. At least my game with Chris was kind of close. This is the second week. Let's go to first week. Okay. Alright, so this was the first week of the playoffs. Week 15 and 16. Okay. So this week, I think we were even. Or maybe I was... Yeah. I was losing by 9. Okay. I was losing by 9. Packers defense sold. Jacobs, Kittle, Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Aaron Jones all did good. Kamara put up 5. Dak Prescott put up 11. They sold on your boy. That's a reference. I don't know if anybody gets that reference. Joseph only putting up 5 is also very weak, but neither here nor there. Chris's team, nobody really bad. Jamar Chase did fucking awful. James Conner did pretty bad. He had more points, though. That's all that really matters. Any points I had left on the bench, Pollard at 11, Montgomery at 11. If I put them in over Kamara, you know, but that wasn't going to happen. Let's look at 16. Kamara put up 7, Hill put up 3, Kittle put up 4. If they even had fucking average games, I would have won. Because look at this. 35, 13, 20, 23, 10, 12. Those were fucking great games from those guys. And I get sold on by Kittle, Hill, Kamara. It's a fucking travesty. I would have went to the championship. I would have lost. But I would have went to the championship. You know, actually, no. I'm glad I have 4th place and not 2nd. God. And I left 21 points on the bench with Cooper, who they said would not put up a lot of points. Fucking Waddle put up 25. God. Jacobs put up 11 if I put him in over... Whatever. Just whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's just fantasy football. Kyler fucking demolished Oliver. I really don't even need to look at these points. Oh my god, the second part was not even that good, and he still fucking crushed him. Oliver only put up 90 points. What the wow. That is so bad. That is so bad. Jesus Christ. He couldn't have even done... Okay. Sorry, Oliver just got absolutely fucking slammed. Let's go look at the championship. Here it is. Kyler versus Chris. The two powerhouses, 11-3, 9-5. Kyler, who hasn't lost a game since week 5. Chris. Yeah. Kyler just kind of... It was kind of close. Kyler kind of is just better. It was just better. He just had a better team. Amon-Ra St. Brown, insane. Cooper Kupp, insane. Devin Singletary, for some fucking reason, at the end of the season, popped off. Najee's good. Matt Stafford, consistently good. Christian Kirk was never good. I don't know why he has him in his flex when Rashad Penny was popping off fucking 200-yard games at the end of the season. Kyler would have won by more. Chris just didn't have the firepower to put up with Kyler. He just didn't. It's just... He didn't. Hopefully we don't let Kyler's team get this insane next year. But when Todd cut his whole team in, like, week 4... and Kyler wanted to pick up Cooper Kupp, I didn't fucking think anything of it. But here we are. I know I've been dissing Cooper Kupp for being a slot merchant. I said that earlier. I said I didn't think he could consistently put up those numbers. But, fuck, I was wrong. I was wrong. He is top 5. But that's not for this video. Yeah, that's Kyler put up 292. Chris put up 254. That's your final, man. Kyler wins the... not the division. Kyler wins the whole damn thing. His prize is $6. He gets 1 from each person. I guess he gets 5. It was supposed to be 8, but he lost 2 people because yeah. But anyway. That's the end of the first season of the Elite Fantasy League. If you want to see anything down below, we'll post the punishment video. You'll see that. Well, sort of. You'll see it. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this video isn't too long. I usually talk a lot when it comes to football. Shout out to everybody that was in the league. Seth, Chris, Kyler, Oliver, Blaine, and the other guys. Thank you for watching. If you want to see anything else sports related here on the Elite Fantasy League, if you want to see us do an Elite Fantasy Baseball League, we might already be doing that anyway. We have a basketball league, and we have a hockey league, but I don't really pay attention to those. So, if you want to see those, comment down below. I really don't want to do those videos, but maybe somebody else can. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a healthy and safe new year. Peace!